I always get so jealous of piano players. They come into the session or the gig, they sit down and play the most beautiful, lovely voicings on the simplest chords. And I get so inspired and secretly really, really jealous. And when I think about it, I remember they haven't been subjected to the root-based education that we get, that we guitarists get. You know, when you think about it from a very early on, we get taught these big block voicings. And the truth is, in your professional life, you'll rarely play those voicings. And you'll find that there's more creative ways to work around a pop song, come up with a part, come up with a track. These big block voicings don't really help us much. All right, so let's think more like a keyboard player. Let's find some inversions, moving horizontally across the neck to gain some fluency and fluidity. Let's use very common voicing, a C with an E in the bass. You may know these as drop 3 triads. I just think of them as the third in the bass. And we'll move this E, C, G to the lowest position on the neck, assuming standard tuning. Harmonizing diatonically. D minor, E minor, F, G, A minor, B minor 7 flat 5, C. It's got some voicings there that, especially in the low end of the guitar, they sort of sound like a song starter. Okay, let's start with the middle string set. So we've got 5, 4, 5, 3, 2. G with the B, A minor, B minor 7, half diminished, flat 5. C with an E in the bass, D minor, E minor, F, G. And then continuing on 4, 2, 1, we'll start with B minor 7 flat 5, and here's our C, D minor, E minor, F, G, A minor. Now, these voicings obviously just have an elegance. There's an openness to them, and you can hear the parts that could probably come out of those. Another thing you can do is think of these voicings as modal opportunities for comping and backing up a soloist. And then, of course, you just mix and match them and use these voicings however you want. Let's take this even further. We've developed these triadic voicings. Now we want to extend the chords a little bit and break free from that root-based cage we've been in. So let's go back to our C with the E and the bass. And here's a way to spend a few hours of your daily life. What's the minor? What's the dominant 7? What's the dominant 7 flat 5? What's the minor 7 flat 5? What's the diminished? What's the augmented? And you'll want to do these with all the voicings. So, for example, our G with the B and the bass, here's our 7, here's our minor, here's our minor 7, here's our minor 7 flat 5, here's our dominant 7 flat 5, here's our diminished. And that will really start to solidify these inversions for you. Something else to try is think of these inversions as lines, melodic possibilities. They're not necessarily chords. They could be the start of patterns and lines that you incorporate into your solo.